Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back with another video from Mother's Basement, and today we're checking out Cyberpunk Edgerunners. It is peak punk anime. We're just going to get right into it. I loved it. Loved this anime so much. It'll be interesting to see what Mother's Basement thinks. Obviously, he thinks it's awesome.
What is punk?
Ooh,
That's a surprisingly
what a question.
tough question. It's easy enough to identify what punk isn't. Like
God save the queen!
But their posing is only so easy to spot because it's so hard to grasp and codify what punk really is. You can ape the aesthetic, parrot the culture, perfectly reproduce the style of top acts, and still
I love Studio Trigger, man. So good.
Because in hitting those marketing targets, you missed the fucking point.
I think it's funny that I didn't know it was Trigger until after watching the first episode.
Passionate sound of the human spirit screaming out against a cold, uncaring world that
Fight against society!
And in the world of anime, nobody embodies that ethos better than Hiroyuki Imaishi and Studio Trigger. It comes through in their heroes who
Oh, was that from Dead Leaves? Were those that clip from Dead Leaves?
Experimental style that flies in the face of
it really stands out, doesn't it? The style really does just stand out.
Team or artist period better equipped to put the
I've never watched
back
Panty
in
and Stockings.
than Trigger. So I went into their new Netflix original Cyberpunk Edgerunners with my expectations sky high, and it still blew them out of the water.
Woof.
Here's why.
Here we go.
It wouldn't be fair to credit Edgerunners' immense quality solely to Imaishi.
Okay.
I just didn't have time to say any more names before that ad had to run. What can I say?
Rebecca was so cool.
Yo Yoshinari serves as the series' character designer, and most of you probably have no idea who that is or why that's the most perfect casting imaginable.
Go on. Explain.
But dude was the mechanical animation director for Neon Genesis Evan fucking Gelion, who then went on to design all the mechs in Tengen Toppa Gurren fucking Lagann. And then he created Little Witch Academia along with all of its incredible characters.
I've never watched that.
Which is all extremely
Netflix,
relevant experience for creating a grungy undercity full of badass, blinged out cyborgs. Thanks to his talents,
the style's so sick, man.
Yuto Kaneko and Yusuke Yoshigaki, literally every background character and random bloodbag goon in this entire show manages to be memorable and interesting in their own way. And the violence the series
they really do. Everything just stands out.
And with those memorable, interesting human weapons is some of the most imaginative in all of anime. Y'all know how much I love my cartoon violence. Not to mention, the series' soundtrack was composed by Silent Hill maestro Akira Yamaoka, whose legendary talents really speak for themselves, especially when the series dips into full-on psychological horror. But I'm getting way...
The music really did match
with all that said,
everything that was going
many
on.
Others do deserve credit for its success. Edgerunners is an unmistakable Imaishi joint through and through. It plays to many of the same themes as his most famous works. Brash, high-spirited youth pushing back against a broken society that denies the common people their dreams. A scrappy crew united by trust and friendship.
Hell yeah, what a crew. What a crew.
A great but dangerous and double-edged
Adam Smasher, man.
from a lost parent.
What?
Villains who abandon their humanity.
He was very, very, very much a villain.
Control. A wimpy runt protagonist who hulks up and hunks up after the Kamina gets Kamina'd. Huge fights and car chases with just all the collateral damage all the time. And then, of course, there's the horny.
Oh yeah.
So much horny. Like, holy shit. This thirsty motherfucker's clearly been jonesing for a Netflix deal ever since he saw what Devil
Man cry, baby, yeah.
And no, I'm not going to show it to you, not on YouTube anyway, but let's just say that blood ain't the only thing you'll see squirting in this anime.
Oh,
with that said, though, you will also see blood squirting.
Lots of blood.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
Again, holy shit. Anime
the opening scene was just like, what's going on?
In many senses, Edgerunners is Imaishi unleashed. I'd say uncut, but so many people get cut in this show.
Yeah, they do.
So many different ways. It hits every vivisection intersection you can imagine.
It's crazy.
In other senses, though, this might be his most constrained, down-to-earth work yet. Imaishi and his team have always gone big with their action, but...
God, yeah, Gurren Lagann goes so over the top.
consequence-light fashion that lets heroes and villains alike take and dish out an
I've still yet to see Promare. I need to watch Promare.
For the sheer fun of it. And this heightened reality serves to complement his work's generally upbeat tone and optimistic outlook. At the end of the day, despite facing often literally astronomical odds, his heroes all get to save the day and fix the world and live mostly happily ever after and junk. His works are all comedies in the modern and classical sense of the word. Cyberpunk's setting doesn't really allow for that sort of outcome, though. And
yeah, the ending, man, really got me.
Massive retcon, since this is a prequel to Cyberpunk 2077, set in 2076, and, you know, that civilization still exists then. Citizens of Night City, even special and talented ones, simply don't have the power, fire or otherwise, to score anything more than Pyrrhic victories against the megacorps. The corporate grip on...
I didn't realise it was a prequel. I thought it was going on the same time as the game, but I don't know anything about the game, so fair.
But with so many people to govern, so few of whom help their bottom line, the cracks in that civilization have been allowed to yawn as wide as chasms, leaving plenty of room for the savvy and talented to make a life for themselves within them and even hang on to it for a good while, so long as they know to keep their heads down. Which, of course, has never been a strong suit of Imaishi's protagonists.
Yeah.
In fact, if you asked most of them to keep their heads down, they'd start jumping out of spite and maybe even yell, "You can't tell me what to do,
pretty much."
Thus, an Imaishi story set in Night City could only ever really be one thing. A tragedy.
Yeah.
And in keeping with that, while the action stays hilariously over the top throughout, enabled by all that hardcore cybernetic hardware, the consequences of that action are now commensurate and constant. Like someone suddenly switched God mode off in your typical Looney Tune. Please do not get mad at me for spoiling you by saying that tragedy thing, by the way. The opening of this show literally closes on the main character getting shot in the face by a man made of skyscrapers. Edgerunners is not
That's quite symbolic,
about
isn't it?
where it's going or what it's about. Though what is subtle is how that same opening carefully edits down Franz Ferdinand's "This Fire" to remove all references to burning down the city, because that simply isn't an option for these characters, which of course leaves only the singer himself to be burned up by the fire inside. This anime has a lot of plot beats that carry extra meaning if you get the reference, are a signature of Trigger's style after all. And that does leave me feeling like I might have missed a lot by not yet having played Cyberpunk 2077.
I've never given it a go.
Feel like I needed to at any point to understand
The
what
world
was
and
happening.
what's going on. Yeah, they did a very good job explaining it
The
all.
world building is efficient, effective, and impressively thorough, telling you everything you need to know, mostly through action over exposition, in a way that feels entirely natural for all of the characters. If this is the only piece of Cyberpunk 20XX media you've ever consumed, it is a fantastic introduction to the setting, every bit as accessible as Imaishi's own original stories. And honestly, I'm kind of stoked to have watched it before playing the game, because now, when I come back to rewatch it with all that knowledge in 90 hours or so, I'll be able to enjoy what has quickly become one of my all-time
I might give
favorite
Cyberpunk 2077 a go.
from a new perspective. Also because the game's been patched enough to actually be
Playable now, yeah.
That's nice. The perspective through which we're introduced to Night City belongs to one David Martinez, a kid from the wrong side of the tracks whose mom busts her ass, both on the books as a medic for a bougie private hospital and off as a black market cyberware dealer, to send him to Arasaka Academy, a prestigious institution raising the next generation of the city's corporate elite. But no matter how hard she or he works, David will never belong there. His classmates all look down on him, even though he has some of the best grades in the whole school, because to them that's just further proof that he doesn't know his place. As for the question of how his mom affords to send him there, well, you can guess how a bunch of rich teenage douchebags would decide to answer that. An insult that becomes becomes infinitely more intolerable after David and his mom get caught up in a cyberpunk drive-by turned 50-car pileup that sends her flying to the pavement, where she's forced to wait, bleeding out, for the discount ambulance because they can't afford the rapid response trauma team, or a visitation package at the shithole medical center that ambulance brings them to, for that matter. Which does
Everything
still manage to
costs
stabilize her
something
vitals,
in this world.
but then
It's
she has a
disgusting.
complication the next day, and they figure she's probably not good for the extra time on life support anyhow. But hey, at least he can afford their instant cremation package.
Yay.
Initially, David's plan was to pay off her hospital bills, plus rent and the massive debt that he owes the school for crashing their computers with a bootleg cyberware update, by selling a Sandevistan that he found under the floorboards, a rare military-grade spinal implant that exponentially accelerates its user's movement and reaction.
So sick the way that they show how it's doing it. Like,
Recording of the last memories of an 8-ton human tank who used one of those things to turn an entire plaza full of corpo cops into a fine red paste. A thing that he chose to do because the mental strain of using one
Psychosis.
of those things sends most people straight into cyberpsychosis.
Yeah.
And obviously, most people also don't want to be that guy, so David finds it quite hard to find a buyer who will give him anywhere near what the
So
hardware
let's
is
use it
actually worth.
ourselves.
But when his mom dies, right after his local Bakugo goes full JoJo on his ass to put him in his place, he suddenly has a lot less to lose and a lot of good reasons to use a spine-mounted Zawarudo. Or at least reasons that seemed pretty good
At the time.
After he makes a crater in the class window with that dude's head and
Yeah, it was
runs
so
off to
sick.
pull his own head on the train, he starts to reconsider some of these decisions. But just then, the best bad decision he'll ever make tries to steal his cyber wallet, and, impressed by his reaction to that, decides to take him under her
Let's
wing
team up.
as an apprentice cyberpunk. Her name is
Lucy.
and her charming personality, plus even more charming Motoko Kusanagi cut outfit, quickly help him forget his troubles. Those troubles haven't forgotten him, though, and not for the reasons you might think. See, when David remodeled his classroom using the face of an Arasaka executive's son, he inadvertently demonstrated value to the company for the first time in his entire academic career. His tolerance for cybernetic implants is beyond exceptional. It's borderline inhuman, making him an ideal candidate to field test some experimental
Let's
hardware
use
that
him.
makes the Sandevistan look like a cheap party trick, and its psychological effects look like mild sleep deprivation. So Tanaka Jr. can suck it up, the blood from his shattered nose, that is.
Take that.
And David gets a full ride scholarship, because there ain't
No,
no
thank
love in the
you.
mega corporate world, no matter how high up the ladder you are. Though, zooming out to look at the big picture, that scholarship is ultimately just a one-way ticket to life as a lab rat with accelerated cyberpsychosis, so on David's part, rejecting that path, the
Definitely
one
a good
that
idea.
literally everyone in the whole show warns him will lead to gradual cyberpsychosis and or an early loud death, even with his tolerance, was about the best call he possibly
Yeah, definitely.
made.
Good call, man.
Actually,
Good call.
certainly it's the best one for us in the audience, since the path of the Edgerunner takes David through some of the craziest action scenes ever animated, from racing down the
Man, that
highway
was such a
ass
sick
first on a hospital
scene.
gurney to
Dash, dash, shoot, shoot, kill, kill, blam, blam, blam.
gosh, where to even start? Every last fight, chase, and set piece in this anime is utterly insane and inspired in the best possible way. Of course, Dave's Sandevistan takes center stage in most of them, and the way his time-bending powers are portrayed, both from his
The visuals are so sick, man.
psychedelic keyframes behind him as he moves, and that of outside observers who only really see him zipping around, is utterly brilliant and endlessly enjoyable.
The word psychedelic definitely
But the
fits
crew
that
Lucy pulls
style,
me to
yes.
is full of almost equally impressive and creatively realized half-human killing machines. She doesn't do much fighting herself. As a netrunner, her job is mostly to support the combat unit by hacking through security systems and whatnot. But she can hold her own in a pinch with her wireless digital hacking.
Yeah, and the little
abilities,
wire
not to
things that she
mention
has is
her
sick.
wired
Yeah.
analog hacking abilities. At the time David joins up, she's still mostly serving as a backup for the squad's main netrunner, a skilled veteran named Kiwi, even though her natural aptitude for hacking might even exceed David's own affinity for cyberware. The crew is led on and off the battlefield by Maine, a heapin' hulkin' bear of a man.
So
There's
sick.
a notable resemblance to Final Fantasy's Barret, except his gun arm still works as an actual arm and packs a much bigger punch,
Yeah.
speaking euphemistically and literally. The man is a walking wall of death, laying waste to all unlucky enough to cross his
Oh mate,
path.
when he starts
also
suffering from it and going through that building, Jesus Christ.
Very good friend of Gloria Martinez, and thus takes a very quick shine to her son. So, scary as he is, from David's perspective, he's practically a father, and in between all the brutality, he even gives the boy some fatherly advice about girls and junk. Maine's right hand and Maine's squeeze is Dorio, a wall of a woman in her own right, and damn near as deadly.
Such a
who uses
strong
her
lady.
cybernetic
She's a
intelligence
strong
to
lady.
augment her natural talents
We
as a
love to see
boxer.
that.
She may not have any guns hidden in her guns, but she sure can air juggle dudes and punch their heads clean off, so it's pretty much the same difference. In contrast, Falco, the squad's driver, is quite the cool customer, and while he too can hold his own in a fight, not to mention an exchange of witty banter, where he really shines is, of course, on the
The
road,
driving.
in
He's
the
so
show's
sick, yeah.
smattering of high-octane car chases. Rounding out the crew is Pilar, a handsy weirdo with weirdo hands who uses them to do party tricks about as often as kill folks. Dude's a fucking animal in the best and worst sense of the word, and that goes double for
Rebecca.
his sister, Rebecca, a hard-drinking short stack with a heart of gold and eventually massive robot boxing mitts who's just the absolute fucking best.
She's brilliant.
In every
She's
possible
brilliant.
way, honestly. You can tell these two were some of Imaishi's favorites on account of how good they are at his favorite gesture. Not to mention making murder look good, which is also something the whole cast is good at, but especially Rebecca.
Especially
She's
Rebecca, man.
just so fun watching her tear shit up. The contrast of cuteness to carnage is simply perfect. But there's a lot more to her character than just bratty badassery. Becca is also just a great friend to the whole crew, but to David especially. Probably his best one in the world by the time it's over.
Yeah, she really is.
clearly wants their relationship
To be more,
than that,
yeah.
but doesn't let those feelings or his feelings for Lucy get in the way of them hanging out and having fun or being there for each other when they're at their darkest moments. Rebecca buries it deep under a mountain of attitude because that's what it takes to survive there, but she has got to be one of the best people in all of Night City, on top of being best girl. Lucy's a serious contender for that crown,
Oh, yeah.
too. Even if mysterious and sexy ain't your thing, it's easy to see what David sees in her, at least. And their chemistry is undeniable from the first moment they speak. Their relationship hits its share of roadblocks along the way, of course. Wouldn't be interesting otherwise. But one look at these two crazy kids is all you need to know that they were meant to be. Because in spite of all the shit that they've both gone through all their lives, they've still somehow managed to keep at least a piece of their young hearts pure.
Yeah.
In Lucy's case, that piece is her dream, to escape
Go
the
to the
bonds of this
moon.
broken world, bask in an unfiltered sun, and build a new life for herself on the moon. A dream that she shares with David and David alone via VR in one of the show's most beautiful scenes. For
Yeah,
David,
it's lovely.
that piece
Absolutely
holds his
lovely.
capacity to care for and believe in others even when everyone else has given up on them, including themselves. He's not a dreamer himself. His life so far has thoroughly discouraged him from even imagining a better future. But for precisely that reason, he's the type to put it all on the line for the dreams of those he loves. And while the beautiful spark between them is but a prelude to the inevitable blaze, which proves to be one of the most glorious things Trigger's ever animated, it still shines bright amid Night City's darkness while it does last. Every fleeting moment of love that we see in the series, be it familial, romantic, or platonic, shines in that same way,
You really do feel the emotions between all the characters in this show, man. Like, yeah, nothing feels forced
Anything you can't fit
or
on a balance
rushed.
sheet is irrelevant and expendable. Ironically, that very attitude might well be the root of one of the city's greatest operating expenses. NCPD Max Tax squads are SWAT teams on steroids, and the city pays out the wazoo to train and arm them with the latest and greatest military toys because they're the only force in the city, aside from Arasaka Private Security, that can reliably take down cyber psychos. That is, cyborgs whose sense of empathy, grip on reality, or both has been completely, irreversibly fried by their implants, which they usually have a lot of very dangerous ones of by the time they reach that point, making them a grave threat to life and, far more importantly, property. Well, they say it's irreversible, that there's no coming back once you're over that edge, but over the course of this anime, we spend a fair amount of time inside the head of more than one cyber psycho, and on more than one occasion, we do see them return to themselves, albeit briefly and far
Not
too
for long,
late,
but they still do.
simply because someone they care for was able to reach out to
Bring them
in
back.
their darkest moment. And in the moments before that, as we see them losing themselves to glitchy, surreal animation effects and directing tricks that challenge our own grip on what's actually happening, the scenes and sights they lose themselves in are quite telling. Vivid memories of past trauma intrude on their waking world. Familiar faces are papered over by manifestations of their deepest fears. In a bid to hold on, they desperately cling to past
memories and why they've started doing what they're doing. I mean, it happened to David with his moment, doesn't he, where he's like, look, I made it to the top of the tower now.
Away from the present. What this implies to me is that the compounding trauma of simply living in a society that doesn't value human life, of searching for compassion in a city almost void of it, that is the real fuel that cyberpsychosis burns on. The implants are just an accelerant, amplifying mental health issues that were already there. Issues that likely could be addressed in more effective, far less costly ways than a massive shootout, but won't be, ever, because that would require people with decision-making power to recognize that a system which has always worked for them doesn't work for anyone else. So everyone else can either try to live within that system until it quietly crushes them, or fight it with everything they have until it takes everything from them. If they're lucky, making things just a little better somewhere, somehow, for someone in the process. That is the defining dynamic of cyberpunk, the very thing that makes it punk. Defiance, even in the face of utter futility. And anyone familiar with Trigger's filmography could have told you that they'd knock the defiant part of that out of the park, but by leaning into that futility and away from Imaishi's trademark optimism, by warning us up front that this one's gonna hurt and then twisting the knife at every opportunity, they have made not just their best anime yet, but one of the finest pieces of cyberpunk fiction in existence, period. I'm
it is incredible.
Edgerunner going out in a blaze of glory.
Chew. Absolute chew. Oh, it just makes me think of like the last scene when she's on the moon and sees David. It's like, oh. God, I'm tearing up. But yeah, such a bloody. If you've not seen it, you need to. It's so good. Like I said, like the characters and the relationships and everything that everyone's gone through. Oh, it's just. Oh, Studio Trigger, man. Boss. Anyway, thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video I upload, links in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month so that helps support the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys very much for that. Thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe, and leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. I'll see you guys next time.